Hello everyone, this is Matt Zhang. Today, let's talk about another famous penetration tool called Metasploit. Metasploit, often known as Metasploit Framework, is a sub-project of Metasploit project, which is a computer security project that provides information about security vulnerabilities and aids in penetration testing and IDS signature development. Metasploit can be used to test the vulnerabilities of computer systems or to break into remote systems. It has two editions, Metasploit Express and Metasploit Pro. Metasploit has both command line interface CLI and GUI interface. The GUI interface is called Armitage. How to use Metasploit on Kali Linux for pen testing. First, we need to start Metasploit on Kali Linux. There are several ways to start Metasploit. The first one we're going to do is to access Metasploit from the command line interface. So here I open a terminal session on Kali Linux and just type MSF Console. Then press enter. Now it's going to take a little bit while for Metasploit to load. In fact, I have another session already open. So here we can, to learn more about the MSF Console command, we can type help. Also, you can type question mark. Okay. Then to access the Metasploit GUI interface from Kali Linux, sometimes you can also go to applications, then you can go to Kali Linux, then go to exploit for the exploitation tools, then go to Metasploit, and we choose the one called Metasploit Communication Community and Pro. So that's another way to launch Kali Linux. The same, sometimes if you already configured, registered, then you can just also type a new command. We'll do the same, called https://localhost, then port 3790. That are going to bring the same. Okay. So I'm gonna close this one and let the other run. Another way to access Metasploit in both GUI and command line interface is to start called Armitage. I actually prefer this one because it lets you can do both the GUI and CLI. So here, if you have the admin registers, then just sign in. Okay. So now I'm going to focus on the third one called Armitage. So to launch Armitage, first, okay, we need to go to here. Minimize all this window. Okay. Alright. Clear screen. So from here you can type let's open this window here and type to check if the Armitage is installed. You do a apt cache apt -c ache, do a search Armitage, press enter. Then type another command called apt-get install Armitage. This will be verified if Armitage is already installed or not. Apt-get install Armitage space Armitage. Then to rectify the database connection problem, we need to type another command called service Postgres SQL, then space start. Service Postgres SQL start. Service. Okay, sorry. I can type. Okay, now we can start Armitage. Okay, just type Armitage and press enter. Now they want to ask whether you want to connect to the local host. Say yes. And they would you like me to start Metasploit RPC server for you? Say yes. While studying Armitage, we can also look at the earlier one. Okay, so I just started. Almost there. So after this starts, we are going to do some pen testing. So as you can see, Armitage have both. This is the GUI interface, and also here have the MSF Console here. Okay. The first one we are going to do is we can go from the console, use the console, the command line interface. For example, we're going to use scanner, port scan. Then we do is send to find which one we have the open on. Okay, find which computer has open ports. Then go to show options. Let's do this again. Or the use scanner. So port scan save. And then we do a show options. So we need to set some hosts and also the ports. So these two, okay, ports and our host is also case sensitive. So we need to specify a host. So I'm going to use set command space r hosts. I have one r hosts, then 192.168.59.139. It is my Metasploit 2. It's just for my vulnerability testing machine. So then press enter. Now that's set. Now we need to also set the port range. So we're going to do a set, then ports. I do a 10 to 100. Is the range. We check what we have here. We do a set this is the all the ports range I specified, and also the host, the target, and then the other default settings. Okay, to run, we just type run, then press enter. Okay, after we run, click run command, now we find some ports open, like TCP port on this machine, port 21, 22, 23, 25, 53, port also 80 for each TTP. So now we know which port is open, especially this port 80. We can start do some penetration test. What we are going to do today is to do a synflood DOS attack, denial of services. So first what we're going to do is we can use the show command. So use auxiliary, then DOS, we do TCP, then synflood. Press enter. Then we do a show options. So again, this time we're going to specify the host, also the ports. So the R host and S host. The S host is the source, usually in a server in the DMZ. So this is the source address. If you don't specify the source address, they may send all the traffic to your internet service provider. So we're going to do a set command. Then first our host, then we know the 192.168.59.137. Press enter. Now we need to also set the source address. Set as host then 192.168.0.10. This is actually my server itself, which hosting this VM virtual environment. So this is the R2 2008 R2 server. Now to check our setting, we type set again. So now we know the IP address Okay, also the source. So now we're going to do a attack, a synflood attack. Just type run. See the same thing. So to see whether it's really working or not, we can just do open my test on my server and see before is only one. Now the CPU, look at the CPU and also the memory, it's going to jump, especially for the CPU. When the CPU come over like close 90%, it's going to shut down my whole server. So if you have a firewall set up, you can log in to your firewall. You should see hundreds of thousands have seen traffic flooding in, and the connection counts are on the rise. For the ASA firewall, you can type show connection count. Okay. If this continues, soon it will bring down my server. Now it's rise 29%, 33%. See, this is my virtual environment. 31. The physical memory usage also jump. So to stop the attack, we just do a called a Control C. This is my other machine. This is the Metasploit 2 with this IP address. Okay. Okay, now let's do the same from the GUI interface. Okay, to start using the GUI interface within Armitage, first we need to go to auxiliary and then go to DOS, then expand it, scroll down to see called TCP. Okay, then this is the synflood. We're going to do exactly the same we did through the console. Double click it. Now here we need to type the R host as well as the S host. So I just start typing 192 168.59.139, and then our host, we need to type 192.168.0.10, my Windows 2008 R2 server. Now we can leave the other as default. Before we launch the attack, let's double check the server CPU now. So right now it's 1 to 13%. Okay, now we're going to click launch. Okay, there's a launch attack through the port 80. So we can see the CPU now jumped to 32% already. The physical memory usage is also going a little bit up. The memory, the CPU usage, now 39%. So I want to stop now, okay? Otherwise, it's going to have a big problem. Okay. Quit. Or we can just kill it from here and close. Okay. So we should start to see this dropping down 1 to 3%. So we did stop the attack. So I hope this is useful. Thank you, and see you next time.